the government, we're looking at the Modi government at this point deciding to control the powers of the Waqf board. Sources say Narendra Modi and his government is likely to table a bill in the parliament that would curb Waqf board's powers over assets. This new bill is likely to propose around 40 amendments in the Waqf Act 1995, which includes mandatory verification of all Waqf properties, including those disputed, as well as increased participation of women in the board. That's also another aspect that they're looking into, to involve women in the Waqf board, which so long never had one. The top government sources have told India Today that a dangerous narrative is being peddled by certain Muslim clerics by making statements that Muslims' land will be taken away. Meanwhile, the centre's big Waqf overhaul decision has sparked political slugfest, with opposition netas accusing the Modi government of trying to snatch away Waqf properties as well as their autonomy. Though there's a lot of information on this bill that's yet under wraps, we're awaiting for more of those details to surface.
अगर आप जो है वो इसी संकीर्ण सियासत में, इसी सोच में और इसी सनक में रहेंगे कि वक्फ व्यवस्था को, वक्फ के सिस्टम को टच मी नॉट, मतलब आप छू नहीं सकते, छुई मुई है। अरे भाई, हर जो समावेशी सुधार है उस पर सांप्रदायिक वार की जो आपकी सनक है वो न तो मुल्क के लिए बेहतर है और न मजहब के लिए बेहतर है। और एक लॉन्ग पेंडिंग प्रॉब्लम का जो है वो लॉजिकल एंडिंग सोल्यूशन जो है वो वक्त के लिए भी बेहतर है और वक्त के लिए भी जरूरी है।
बिल आई है, स्वागत है, पर एजेंडे में तो था नहीं। अब अगर लाई तो जब बीएसी पे बैठक होगी ये बताएंगे क्या ला रहे हैं, हमारे सामने ड्राफ्ट होगा, हम चर्चा करेंगे। पर हमारी राय हमसे चर्चा करने के पहले अपने लोगों से चर्चा करें, जो जिन पाए पे जेडीयू और तेलुगु देशम के टिके हैं या जिस समुदाय के लिए ला रहे हैं उससे चर्चा करें।
आप लगता है वो इनके खिलाफ करेंगे, टीडीपी या जेडीयू के खिलाफ?
मुझे लगता नहीं। ये चर्चा करें तो जो सामने आएगा वो दिखेगा।
The level of construction of the Ram Mandir we all saw in televisions. Therefore, their intent is very different, and their here also on the Waqf board issues also, Waqf Act also, it's a very their intent is more important, because their intent has always been hate and discrimination towards the minorities of this country. Whatever they are bringing to the parliament, let that parliament process should be followed. Standing committee should have discussions, then it should come to the डिस्कशन टेबल ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट।
हमको बीजेपी की, आरएसएस की नियत में ही खोट लगती है। इनको हमारी हर चीज से नफरत है। आप देख लीजिए, हमारी मस्जिद से नफरत, नमाज से नफरत, मदरसे से नफरत, हिजाब से नफरत, अब ये वक्फ को लेके आ गए लोग। अरे वक्फ का एक्ट 1995 एग्जिस्टेंस में है, 2013 में उसमें अमेंडमेंट हो चुका है, मगर फिर भी इनको अमेंडमेंट ला के इनकी नियत एक है कि किसी भी तरह से ये जो वक्फ की इतनी सारी प्रॉपर्टी है मुसलमानों की, उसको कम कर दिया जाए, उसको हासिल कर लिया जाए। अरे ये वक्फ की प्रॉपर्टी है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा वंस अ वक्फ ऑलवेज अ वक्फ।
बीजेपी के पास हिंदू, मुस्लिम या मुसलमान भाइयों को कैसे उनके अधिकारों को छीना जाए, उनकी अधिकार जो मिले हैं, जिन्हें आजादी के अधिकार हैं या उनके स्वतंत्र जो अधिकार हैं, उनके अपने धर्म को लेकर के अपनी कामकाज की व्यवस्था को बनाए रखने के लिए हम लोग इसके खिलाफ रहेंगे।
जब जब सरकार घबराती है तब तक हिंदू मुसलमान विवाद सामने आते हैं। अभी तक कोई पुष्टिकरण नहीं हुआ है कि ये वक्फ बोर्ड का अमेंडमेंट आएगा कि नहीं आएगा। कोई मंत्री ने आकर खुलकर इस पर चर्चा नहीं किया है। उनकी सोची समझी रणनीति हो गई है कि जैसे ही उनसे तीखे सवाल पार्लियामेंट में पूछे जाए, आम जनता उनसे कहे, वैसे ही वो एक शगुफा छोड़ देते हैं कि डीरेल करने का।
बिल आता है तो आप उसका समर्थन करेंगे, विरोध करेंगे?
बिल आने तो दो, अमेंडमेंट्स देखने तो दो, हमें समझने तो दो।
They want to have a communal passion within the country, to have a division among the people on the basis of the religion. Otherwise, BJP has no existence. Survival of the BJP is always depending on having some communal divide within the country. Otherwise, they cannot survive. That is the reason by which, in order to address the assembly election, now they are bringing a new legislation so as to have some in a particular community, especially the Muslim community. It is because the Waqf properties are being governed. That is, it is by the Waqf board. They want to disempower the Waqf board.
Let me cut across to Aishwarya Paliwal joining us live for more on that. Aishwarya, there's a lot of controversy brewing around the Waqf amendments, the Waqf board amendments that Modi government is proposing through a bill likely to be tabled in the parliament. The only last amendment we saw to the Waqf Act was in 1994. From the first time, it was actually formulated in 1954. There's been now fear and misinformation that's spread within the Muslim community that the government is all set to take away Waqf land. Why don't you clarify what's really on the cards from the Modi government side?
Well, Nabila, let me tell you, the government has been saying that the Waqf board actually is the largest owner of property, not just in India, but across the world. That's something that the Bharatiya Janata Party at the moment believes in. They also believe that there are a lot of disputes with regards to the property. So all those disputes need to be settled, and women also need to be a part of the board. So that's what the Bharatiya Janata Party at the moment believes in. And they are saying that with all these amendments, close to 40 amendments, Nabila, that's what we are understanding at the moment. Close to 40 amendments will be brought in through the bill. But yes, it's a very long process to go from here till the time the bill actually becomes a law. So all those things we'll have to keep in mind. But yes, the government believes that overhaul needs to be done. They're also saying that there are a lot of disputes with regards to the Waqf actually taking over properties without the consent of the actual owners. That's also something that the government at the moment is looking at. But social media, Nabila, let me tell you, is a buzz. Because on one side, we have people who are saying that this is just an attempt to take over the properties of the Waqf board. On the other side are people who believe that this is a much needed overhaul, something which should have been done years ago. Nabila.
Well, thanks very much, Aishwarya, for joining us. Remember, Waqf properties are largely dedicated. It ideally should be only dedicated for religious or charitable works. But we see there has been certain cases of misuse that's also come to light. So it appears this bill now will reduce powers of the Waqf board. There will be a design and shape that will be given to the Waqf Act. Women also now to be participating in the Waqf board for decision making. That's what the bill proposes. Like Aishwarya said, it will take time for it to be passed, if at all. Centre is all set to bring that bill with several amendments. Nearly 40 amendments is what's likely to be made to the Waqf Act. BJP welcoming this move. Opposition netas slamming the centre, accusing them of trying to take away Waqf properties, target Muslims. Here's the political showdown on that.
The Modi government looks all set to clip the wings of the Waqf board. The board enjoys sweeping power of land rights when it comes to the Waqf properties or assets donated for Islamic, religious and charitable purposes. A likely bill discussed in the Union Cabinet aims to repeal the clauses of the Waqf Act, which ensures arbitrary power to the Waqf board, like claiming ownership of any land without any verification. In 1995, the then Congress government enacted the Waqf Act. An amendment was made by the Congress-led UPA in 2013, giving sweeping powers to the Waqf board. A total of 40 amendments are in the pipeline, which will include denying the power to the Waqf board to name any property as their Waqf board property. There will be a mandatory verification of all properties held by the Waqf board. The amendment will also ensure check on any future assets claimed by the board. Monitoring of the Waqf assets by the district magistrates and ensuring women on the top Waqf board position will also be one of the amendments. The government move comes after representation from multiple Muslim bodies which sought reforms in this case. Several prominent Muslim voices and Islamic bodies have backed the Modi government's move.
वक्फ बोर्ड अपने आप में एक बॉडी है 1954 में बनाई जो आज़ादी के बाद उसमें जो वो प्रॉपर्टी जो लोग धर्म के नाम पर छोड़ गए थे उसको ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए एक बोर्ड बनाया गया लेकिन उसमें बड़ी तादाद में बेईमान लोग आ गए उन्होंने उसको गलत इस्तेमाल किया उसको सुधारने के लिए काम हो रहा है तब तो कोई बात नहीं है लेकिन इस सरकार की नीयत पर लोगों को शक होता है खास तौर से जब कोई मुसलमानों से जुड़ी बात हो
ये जो संशोधन लाया जा रहा है इसलिए लाया जा रहा है कि ताकि अब कोई भी शिकायत अगर शिकायतकर्ता करता है तो वो पहले वक्फ बोर्ड नहीं सुनेगा वो शासन में आएंगी और शासन अपने अधिकारियों को भेजेंगे और अपने अधिकारी जब हमारे उसको रिपोर्ट लाकर देंगे उसको निर्देशित किया जाएगा वक्फ बोर्डों को कि अब आप इस पर ये कार्रवाई करिए क्योंकि ज्यादातर मामला इसमें संपत्तियों से जुड़ा मामला है और सीधी तौर पर जब वक्फ बोर्ड जाते हैं तो उनको न्याय नहीं मिल पाता है
Critics, however, are not convinced. They've cautioned the government against needless meddling in affairs of the Muslim community.
बिल्कुल ये गैर मुनासिब फैसला होगा और अगर सरकार इस तरीके का फैसला करती है तो उसकी मंशा पर ज़रूर सवाल खड़े होने चाहिए, इसलिए कि जो वक्फ की प्रॉपर्टी है वो हमारे बुजुर्गों ने अपनी प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी को वक्फ किया है और इसलिए वक्फ किया है कि वो फी सबीलिल्लाह और मुसलमानों की फलाह बहबूद के लिए, उनके अपलिफ्टमेंट के लिए इस्तेमाल की जाए।
तो ये अमेंडमेंट्स आने का मकसद एक ही है कि एक तो वक्फ प्रॉपर्टीज को छीन लिया जाए, दूसरा फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन के खिलाफ काम कर रहे हैं, और डिस्प्यूट अगर है तो जुडिशरी डिसाइड करेगा, एग्जीक्यूटिव कैसा करेगा। तो ये चीजें हैं जिसका हम अपोज करते हैं।
In 2017, India Today had exposed the Waqf mafia behind the land grab scam, exposing how the Waqf board members take share of illegal land deals, and that happens after forging the documents for illegal land transactions. Recently in Tamil Nadu, Waqf board had sparked a controversy after claiming ownership of an entire village, including the 1,005-year-old Sundareshwarar temple. Bureau Report, India Today.